What is the importance of math history? All around the room, I see Sir Isaac Newton, Albert Einstein, Leonardo da Vinci. Over against the wall, you have quotes by Confucius and Will Rogers. What's the importance and how do you use art, history, and literature to improve your students? Do they seem drawn to it?
I feel that the math is a solution, like we had alluded to, or we had said about the Nile River. When those boundaries were flooded, people would have to get out there and start surveying the land and deciding whose property is whose. And also, if you notice some of the different the projects over here, like I'll point out this one about Bambi, and this is a proportional drawing, so that I gave the student this one in his coloring book picture of Bambi, and then the student enlarged it to 4 times the size, and this little one was shrinking it down to 1/4 the size. And when they have analyzed Leonardo da Vinci's art, and they could see these little lines. I don't know if the camera picks up these lines right here, and these are 1-inch squares, and there we have 1/2-inch squares. And so with the proportional drawings, they found that was how Leonardo da Vinci was doing his drawings, and everything was so proportional that you're drawing from square to square. So the eye on the original is in that square, the eye on the new one is in this other square. You're doing square to square, and that is how everything was so mathematically perfect. Everything was so realistic that the head was the right proportion to the legs and the eyes right proportion to the body, the proportional drawings, and that's what Leonardo da Vinci was doing.
Do the students understand the importance of Pythagoras, Albert Einstein, Da Vinci, and Sir Isaac Newton, or is this just wall covering?
The students at first did not understand a lot of the background, but as we get going on some of the material, and they're saying, oh, that's what he was doing, and that's why, and that's where it's used in real life. And I point out where mathematics is used in science, where mathematics is used in art. And
well, talking about art, what are these diagrams here that I see? There's various curvatures
they're
and black.
Line design. Those projects are line designs, and the mathematical name is aestheometry. Now, when we use the aestheometry, of course, it makes a pretty project.
It looks pretty fun, actually.
But
I mean, is that
real math use?
Is that yarn? Are some of them?
Well, this one, the black and red and black one right there is a felt pen, colored in, and the black one to the left is string, so that you have the string on there, and one down here to the left is yarn, that the student had done yarn, and that is on wood. And see, the nails are nailed in.
And you save all these for years?
Well, it's good that each year I do some of the different projects that students have to do. Also, we have to teach about parabolas. And do you see the parabola curve in this? Okay, here's the parabola curve, and you get a nice design with the parabola curve. But I always ask the students, how many have their parabolas on today? Because the parabola is used in eyeglasses. And what is the unique thing about the parabola is that your eyeglasses can be different from my eyeglasses and my contact lenses. And it's unique and different from the next person's glasses, But the big thing with the parabola, too, the parabola is used in the headlights of the car, so that you can switch and your parabola will shine to a high beam, or you can click the switch and your parabola is on low beam. And another thing with the parabola is in the mag light, a flashlight. And you've seen the mag lights that a policeman has, or I even have mag lights at home, and you can get the parabola light image to shine out or concentrate in. So that is the mathematical thing with the parabola. And I always ask the students, how many have satellite dishes? Because that is the huge use. The satellite dish is a paraboloid. And of course you can get how many signals coming into the parabola. So there's math all around us in everyday life.
What are all these boxes? I just noticed that there are boxes surrounding this room, and then you have a storage facility where you have even more boxes. You have boxes in the corner. You have stacks of papers on your desk, boxes over there. What are all these boxes for?
I'm chairman of the math department, and when teachers come in, I am the resource person for teachers getting supplies, and even teachers getting resource material if they come in and they want to find out, they want a worksheet on dealing with slope and teaching students about slope. So I can come over here and pull out which one would facilitate doing slope. In fact, I had some teachers come in and wanted to get some line design things, teaching students how to do the plotting the points. And so some of the examples up here.
Oh, you have even more storage.
And see, as chairman of the math department, I hand out the compasses and rulers and the paper for transparencies, graph paper,
Wow.
overhead projector, bulbs, chalk for the chalkboard, and beginning year tests.
So this is a storage facility even for the beginning students. I mean the teachers that are.
For the teachers, because I'm the teacher who
Do you
helps
ever
all of those teachers get started.
Do you ever use your own money to do this? Because it seems like we hear stories about teachers teaching late into the night until 11 o'clock at night and checking lesson plans over the weekends and on Sundays. Is this true that a lot of teachers use their own funds?
I figure every year I've used about $400 or $500 worth of my own funds for the math materials and supplies. I want to point out over here too, I just came from Costco and I purchased all of these gloves because we have community service, and the students who volunteer to pick up litter around the 35-acre park that surrounds the school. And so I pass out gloves to the students, and see, custodians have brought in all of these garbage bags so that we can give the students garbage bags, and I pass out gloves, and the students even maintain this whole 35 acres, 3 soccer fields, 3 baseball diamonds, a children's slide and sandbox.
That's very charitable. So they clean up the school and help the neighborhood out?
And the students feel really good about it. Also, I believe they feel the school is clean and safe. You know, wouldn't you associate clean and safe instead of dirty and dangerous?
Yeah.
And this is their community. They love their community. I love this community. And now we see even mothers and grandmothers who will come over to the track area after school in the evening and push the stroller around the track. Now, don't you feel safe if you see someone with the baby in the stroller and grandma's getting exercise or the mother's getting exercise and pushing strollers around the track? Because this whole area, this 35 acres, is the students' community. It's the parents' community.